And welcome to Game 2, Day 4, 2026 Lacrosse Australia Box Nationals here at Lewer Box Field. And the sun is just gloriously belting down on this surface. And we have the WA team who will be looking to turn something from 2 golden goal games into something golden today against the East Coast women. And yeah, WA, a couple of heartbreakers the last 2 games. They've both golden goal games, one against Vic, one against SA. And I may have got it wrong yesterday. That's what happens when you don't do your research, but they're not out of this competition because there are semi-finals now that the East Coast has combined New South Wales, Queensland, and there's only 4 teams, so still opportunities. And WA, well, they'll be looking to start their competition off with a win here today against the East Coast women. But the East Coast, well, they're going to have something to say about this. And is it going to be an early birthday present for Aaliyah Barton, who is having a birthday today on the East Coast side? So happy birthday to Aaliyah Barton. It is a good day, and maybe the presents are coming for Aaliyah. Or maybe they're already going to be unwrapped by WA. So we are hearing that there's going to be... just hearing that there is a bit of heat out there. So looking after and duty of care to our players, there will be a water break here. As while it's glorious weather out here, it is hot under all that gear. And the officials just making sure that they are all ready to go. And it is Holt Eckerberg in the centre. And up against the MVP from last night, Natasha Bronkhorst. And ball starts with East Coast through Yueng. Yueng to Rooney. Rooney looks down. Fuse comes on. Fuse over there to Holt Eckerberg. Ball rotates around. Good take there from Shibanuma, goal scorer yesterday. Back there to Yueng. Yueng looks to fire. Oh, puts it home, but the clock had run out. And East Coast scoring first, but no score. So it'll come down WA's end. And WA will look to put a score of their own in here. Emerson. Ball comes back to Portlock. Done plenty of kilometres over the last 2 days, has Portlock. As Portlock looks over to Emerson. Emerson fires and Emerson pops it away. Goal number 1 for the game. And WA take a lead. Emerson with the first goal for WA. And WA leading 1-0. And she leaves off, or she starts off where she left off yesterday with 4. She gets 1 today. She told me she had 4 in the bag today, Emerson. So, and I had her for the first goal of the game, just quietly in the ALN Stakes. So ball here, looks down, and a little dip and dunk there from Posey O'Keefe. And I was speaking to Chris DeMello earlier, and we were talking about who's going to score first. He had Posey O'Keefe, but unfortunately Chris was wrong. She scored second. But WA with 2 on the board early. And they take a 2-0 lead here against the East Coast. So ball back in the centre. Another takeaway. Great work there from Bronkhorst, who gets the ball in her stick. Portlock there has Ruben McRoberts. And ball comes off the stick, needs to stop it from going over. Flicks it back in. Portlock goes to attack that ball, but Yueng picks it up instead. Looks back in. Finds Rooney. Rooney looks down the bottom corner. Matty Antilov couldn't quite take that off the boards. Toko Shibanuma. And now the ball will rotate back up the top with Natasha Rooney. Rooney steps in. Good save there from Shanks. Reset on the clock. Ball to be won. Ball is on the deck. Good pressure there. Ball still right in front of the commentary box here. Great pick up there from Fuse. Oh, just gets through there like she put butter on herself to get out of there. And Wilmot has the ball, but good save there from Shanks, and Shanks will start offense here. So ball with Bronkhorst. Now firing over there. Portlock to Emerson. Emerson looks inside, finds Bronkhorst, has the shot. Great back up there from Portlock. Now Bronkhorst again gives it back. Looks one more, not there. Emerson gets the reset with the ball in her stick from the shot there of Georgia Portlock. Good work there from McRoberts, just working her way into the crease area. Bronkhorst. As Emerson fires again, hits the back of the net. And now the ball will head out. And as the ball comes over the halfway line, Fuse will take the ball. So Fuse has the ball, back up the top, finds the birthday girl in Barton. Barton looking for an early birthday present herself. Not there. Ball picked up out the back there by Marlowe. Marlowe is on the break. Marlowe looks to step in. Gets shut down there by Yueng. Yueng has Emerson and Portlock on. And Portlock just waits for some substitutes to come on. And now Rubin steps in. Rubin into the middle, just couldn't quite take that pass. As the ball is back up the top. Rubin over to Emerson. Emerson already with one. So now Emerson steps in again. Good save in the cage. And now the ball will look to be taken back in. No. Barton looks up. Finds her teammate in McLeod. McLeod just runs into the defender there of Bronkhorst. Ball still to be won. As ball knocked forward. Portlock will pick the ball up and give WA another offense here. As Emerson comes from the bench, as does McRoberts. Looks to step in. Bronkhorst looks back, finds Emerson. Emerson shot off the defender, so no reset on the clock. Ball picked up, or still to be picked up. Reset on the clock. And now the East Coast just pushed the ball down the field. A foot race out here. Portlock. Matty Antilov looks up. Great pick up there from Matty Antilov. And Antilov looks to get through. Gets past her opponent there in Harwood, who finds Rubin. So Olivia Rubin just settling things down here. Has Bronkhorst to her right, Emerson to her left. And looks to the cutter there of McRoberts. Gets inside, not there. Emerson picks the ball up. Bronkhorst up high. Now Bronkhorst looks to drive. Little roll down in the back corner as the time runs out and comes for the sub. And the East Coast get motoring straight away. Ball in the stick there as the tangle of bodies happen. Great work there. Posey O'Keefe needs to pick the ball up. Just flicks it back, gives herself space. As Liv Antilov on for WA. Looks down. Antilov. No one comes to her as yet. Now they do. Emerson. Bronkhorst Sampalia on. Sampalia looks to set a pick. Good work. Bronkhorst now rotates back up onto the left. Finds Portlock. Low. Emerson fires. Hits the defender in front of her. Just soaking it up there was Marina Holt Eckerberg. And the clock will run out. And the East Coast 2-0 down at the moment against WA with 8:16 left on the clock. Holt Eckerberg gets great pressure there from WA. Good pickup there from Wilmot. Wilmot scores! Just a great ground ball there from Stephanie Wilmot. And Steph Wilmot pops one in the back of the cage and her teammates get around her. And Wilmot getting the first for the East Coast as the third goal of the quarter, but first for the East Coast with 8 minutes and some change to go in the first. And now WA pick up the ball. O'Keefe looks to get inside, decides to settle it down, running through X. Olivia Rubin comes on. Portlock looks inside, nothing there. Rubin, she looks inside, tries to find O'Keefe. O'Keefe not on there. Ball hits the deck. Great pick up there from Rubin. Rubin over to Portlock. She fires. And ball out of the stick there of the East Coast. And now it will come back through Twitty. Emerson. Ball back into the centre. Great pickup. Here to go the East Coast. Through Natasha Rooney. Rooney fires. Misses the cage. Antilov with the backup. That's Liv Antilov. Antilov looks to go through one. Tries to get through Fuse. Gets through two. Finds Rubin. Good work there from Liv Antilov. And the WA, as the ball just comes out wrong. Oh, gets pushed into the boards there. And we've got a timeout for a hydration break as WA will pick that ball up and start with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And again, we spoke about this. There's a hydration break coming up. One per quarter. So the players able to get some quality H2O on board. And they're going to need it out there as that sun just keeps bathing this Alan Lewer box court in sunshine. And we hope you're enjoying the coverage live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network. My name is Tony Watts. You can hit me up on Instagram at TonyWatts71. That is at TonyWatts71. Send us a message on there. And let us know where you're watching from. I know we had some folks from Denver and California watching in the last game. And yesterday, a couple from up New York way. So let us know where you're watching. If you are watching, or even if you're in Australia, let us know where you're watching these championships from. And we'll try and give you a shout out as these games go on. It's great to be able to always bring you live and free lacrosse on the Australian Lacrosse Network. And these box championships, well, we've already had 2 golden goals as well. So if you tune in, you might be just tuning into another one, maybe tuning into a classic. We've had a couple here on this court a couple of years ago. We had Victoria and WA in a golden goal championship game, which was just so much fun to call. Anson Carter with me that day. Have we got another one this year? Looks to step inside. Emerson, chicken wing, there from the keeper in Nissen. Ball to be won. Against the fence it goes. Ball to be won. Bronkhorst. Ball just at the feet. And we've got a ball here with WA. Loose ball push. Portlock. To Emerson. Emerson. She's the shooter. Looks inside. Oh, great feed there. Another chicken wing there from the keeper and Lisa Nissen. And now WA pick the ball up again as substitutes start to ring. And WA with a shorter bench in this tournament. As Mina Samuel tries to get the ball out, and that's tossed up and over, just bouncing the wrong way there. The shot clock with 19 seconds on it. So just able to get it over the halfway line as Harwood looks to pick the ball up, gets the body there from O'Keefe. O'Keefe still fighting for it. Harwood as they look to pick the ball up, and the time clock runs out. Good work there from WA. Oh, a little push there on Portlock. And now she is able to run away, but not very far from her opponent there in Rooney. Emerson with the ball. Stampalia on the right-hand side here. She's picked up now by her defender in Yueng. As Emerson looks to go about her work. Emerson fires and off the keeper. Ball goes over to the right-hand bottom corner. East Coast pick it up. KF with the ball. Numbers here for East Coast. KF looks to get on her right. Does get on her right. Good helmet save down there from Shanks. Almost the header in soccer. As Marlowe brings it down. Can't quite find the stick there of her teammate. And now almost picked off. Ball again with Barton. Birthday. Oh, look at that. They're trying to wrap her up. They think she's the present today on her birthday. Oh, has given a little bit of love there, Harwood. But the East Coast will get the ball with a full 30 seconds on the shot clock. Harwood comes in to create some carnage. Wilmot got one from out there before. Marlowe looks to pick the ball. Ball gets flicked down to the bottom corner here. But the first player to be on that will be Stephanie Wilmot. She'll pick it up and turn it over. And the ball will come back for the East Coast. Next one, over. Not a great pass. Making Yueng work really hard as Portlock looks to pick the ball up. Harder than expected on there. Yueng on the ground, loose ball push. East Coast win the ball back. 3 minutes 19 left in the first. We've got a 2-1 game here. West WA over East Coast. Yueng looks to step inside, does step inside, gets past one, gets the shot off. Fuse with the backup. Still 15 seconds left on that shot clock. Looks to step around. Crease infringement. Shanks looks up. Finds her teammate in Portlock, who's done about 18 Ks in the last 2 games. That's a lot of work. As Emerson gives it back to her. Obviously wants her to do some more Ks. Pick comes in from McRoberts. Stampalia can't quite get the ball. And it'll be interesting to see how the WA girls respond. As whistle, nothing there. Fuse, good ground baller. Back over here to Rooney. Rooney over to Barton. 15 seconds. Barton looks up, hits her player in front of her. Soaking it up there is Portlock, and then Portlock racing down towards the cage. Portlock, good save again from the keeper there in Nissen. But opportunity here. Little tip off the stick. Maddie Antilov picks it up and drops it into offense. And now over to O'Keefe. O'Keefe looks to roll inside and decides better of it. Allows the subs to come on for WA. And now Emerson holds the ball, looks inside, gives it back there to O'Keefe. O'Keefe, smart goal from WA. O'Keefe getting back-to-back goals here in the first for WA. Just drew the keeper out. And as soon as the keeper came out, Posey O'Keefe just, as easy as you like, popped it behind the keeper. Gets her second, the third for WA, with 1:32 left in the quarter. Ball comes out the back. Great pick up there by Yuang. Yuang under pressure. Looks over. Fuse breaks off the bench. Now she has an opportunity. Looks inside. Just swaps the stick to the wrong hand. Looks up and over. And good save there from Shanks as ball comes out of the right arm there. But good work there from Fuse. And Bronkhorst will bring the ball into offense for WA. Over to Ruben. Down to the back corner. Great cut there from Bronkhorst. Steps inside. Can't buy a goal at the moment, Portlock. And time runs out. 40 seconds left in the first quarter as Rooney has the ball for the East Coast. Oh, steps through two, but leaves the ball behind. Antilov, Harlow. Oh, good pressure. Good work. Antilov just puts it down. Great presence of mind there, Maddie Antilov. O'Keefe, 18 seconds, so plenty of time on the shot clock. Barton, 10 seconds in the quarter. Barton looks up, finds her teammate. Good save there from Shanks, right on the death knell of the first quarter. And as much as Ellie Marlowe can try to get down the field in the limited time, only makes it to the restraining line. First quarter runs out here with WA leading 3-1 in what has been an entertaining first quarter of women's box lacrosse. And goal scorers for that quarter for the East Coast, we had Steph Wilmot scoring one from out a bit deeper, but it was O'Keefe who did the damage with multiple scores for WA. And we see here just on the replay, this is the one from Wilmot from out deep. And they really did like that. And then O'Keefe again just managed to get inside. She drew the keeper out. And as soon as the keeper was out, popped the ball behind. So goal scorers currently for the East Coast, Wilmot has one. WA, Emerson has the first of the game. And O'Keefe with two. It is a 3-1 ball game. And we're just going to take a quick break here on the Australian Lacrosse Network. We'll be back very soon with second quarter action. As we come back to second quarter action here between the WA and East Coast team. It is day 4 of these national championships. Game number 2 for the day. And the breaks of these quarters just a little bit longer for the hydration side of things. So duty of care to our athletes. I hope you're enjoying this contest. Great pickup there from O'Keefe. Come to play today, Posey. Ball up to Bronkhorst. But a 3-1 ball game at the moment. Bottom corner. Emerson fires that one just to the right. Now, ball to be won. Is won. Shibanuma has the ball. Shibanuma races down. Someone needs to come to her. She's a goal scorer, but runs straight into trouble there. And then just goes and sets a little bit of a pick. Yuang with the ball. Gets doubled. Got one quite high there. Pressure coming there from Holt Eckerberg. Shot coming, but ball will turn over. And WA will clear the ball now. Oh, great cut from McRoberts off the bench. Ball missing the cage. Goes out the back. And picked up by the East Coast through Rooney. Rooney has Kaif working with her. Wilmot, the goal scorer for the East Coast. Over to Blizzo. Good work there. Kaif. Now to Barton. Barton fires across the face of the cage. And ball will run, time will run out, sorry. And coming back the other way. We've got Noddle. Noddle puts it away. And Karenza Noddle goes coast to coast. She got the ball in her stick and said, well, no one's going to stop me. And Karenza Noddle turns defense into offense and turns it into a score on the board for WA. And the first goal of the second quarter. And out to a 4-1 lead now. Ball flicked out the back. Great work there. And just using the official as the pick there. Great work from Posey O'Keefe. If you're going to use a pick, you may as well use everyone out there. Bronkhorst. As McRoberts rolls inside, looks over. Nice fake, or just softening up the thigh there of Mina Samuel. Great pick up there. Portlock throws the ball back, flicks it out, but time runs out. And we see East Coast heading down through Riken to Blizzo. Over to Barton. Barton, back to Blizzo. Down to Shibanuma. Shibanuma looks to free the hands. Not able to free them. To Blizzo. Picks up, but crease infringement. And now WA look up. A long ball, but picked off there by Yuang. Yuang with an opportunity. One comes on. Oh, just could not quite find the pass there to Rooney. But back up is had. East Coast with the ball. Now losing the ball. WA coming back the other way. And Emerson by herself looks to open up. Goes right. Good defense there from Fuse. Looks up and over. Shot there from Bronkhorst. And now the pressure will come. Fuse losing the ball. Able to get it back. Looks up. Finds the boards. Rooney picks the ball up. Gets pressure there from Marlowe. Rooney, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Good save there from Shanks. And now, ball to be won. Great ground ball out there. Oh, they turned over. Barton picks the ball up, gets another one. Another opportunity. Turns on her right. Looks up. Finds Harwood. Not able to pick the ball up. Barton gets back in there to fight for that ball. 3 on there. Just flicking it out. WA, look up. Find Liv Antilov. Liv Antilov has 2 in front of her, but there'll be 1 coming from the bench. Does come on, McRoberts. And now numbers get there for the East Coast, so just need to hold it up for those subs. And loses the ball. Says, I got one high. Good pressure there. Bronkhorst dispossessing Holt Eckerberg. And Bronkhorst. And a turnover there. And a ball coming down here. And East Coast working here. Rooney, good save. Ruben. And ball fired down. Didn't quite find Emerson there, but she doesn't need that much room. Subs come on for WA. Oh, big hit inside. Fires, and that's come off the leg there of the defender in Sophie Cahif. Limited time. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Needs to just fire a ball, just pops it down in the back corner. And now they will bring it back up. So East Coast looks up. And now ball comes out to Barton. And while Barton just had the ball, that's Jeremy and Nikki. It's Aaliyah Barton's birthday today, and they sent her a birthday cake all the way from England. Hopefully it wasn't an ice cream one because it might have melted. But shout out to you guys for looking after your daughter here in Australia on her birthday, and nearly an opportunity there. But the opportunity for offense has run out for the East Coast. And WA will turn off defense into offense. Although they've lost the ball here. Good pressure on that back board. Ball comes out. More pressure to be had. And looks inside. Oh, just didn't quite find Bronkhorst. Looks up. Portlock looks over. Oh, finds Bronkhorst again with the cart. McRoberts. Now McRoberts gets around the corner. McRoberts puts it away. And Lily McRoberts on the hydration breaks gets her first for WA, the 5th on the board. And an individual effort there off those back boards from Lily McRoberts. Sees them head to a hydration break. But it sees WA heading out to a 5-1 lead here with 8 minutes to go in the second term. And the East Coast certainly having some opportunities as Megan Shanks having to do some work down in that defensive end in front of the cage from the shots that have been had. But 2 goals only scored in this second quarter in the first half of it. And they've both been by WA, but some opportunities for the East Coast. And I'm sure they will start to capitalise on those as the game goes on. And as the hydration break takes place, I'm sure that the coaching staff of WA would be much happier having a 5-1 lead rather than the scores being very close and going in towards another golden goal. 3 in a row would that'd be something. But at the moment, WA with a 5-1 lead. And plenty of water being taken in here, as the players will start to head out onto the ground, and we'll start play here again. So the face-off will be taken by Marina Holt-Eckerberg up against Natasha Bronkhorst again. Bronkhorst gets the ball. Great work there from O'Keefe. Just came out of the stick. And over and back. Unfortunate there. Not able to stop that one. There was Noddle. And Rooney. Ball here with Shibanuma. Shibanuma to Wilmot. Wilmot, she's already got one from out there. Looks over. Finds Yueng. Yueng losing the ball. And here we go. Opportunity, but we've got a penalty on the play for a hold. And that is going to go on Karenza Noddle, as she gets assessed for the hold for a 30-second. And East Coast get a power play opportunity. So with 7.5 to go in the second, 2 minutes of power play about to happen, the East Coast will work their power play. Just not able to hold that one there, McLeod, but backed up down on the bottom corner. There by Harwood. Harwood looks to draw her player. Back up to McLeod. McLeod looks over. Yueng. Sorry, that's Fuse firing, and gets a reset on the clock. Had some heat on that one from Fuse. Ball up here. Harwood looks to shoot, but steps inside, just holding the ball. Now she kicks the ball on. Finds KF. KF goes and sets a pick there. Looks down the bottom corner. Tries to find Yueng. Yueng, she's still trying to find the ball. 8 seconds left on the clock. Need to get a shot off. Looks inside. Ball here with KF. Needs to shoot the ball. Does shoot the ball, but only to the stick of the attacker. And here we go. So WA, they'll bring one on from the box. That's Emerson. Emerson just couldn't quite get the ball in her stick with that cut off the box. And they have to settle for no transition there. And with one in the box, they will play a player down in this offensive set. Gives it up to the keeper. And now the East Coast head back into offense. Hutchinson gives the ball down in the bottom corner to Wilmot. Wilmot. Hutchinson comes for a sub. Ball over there with Yueng. And that almost snuck behind the keeper there. Good save again from Shanks. And now WA looking to bring the ball up and over, but 10 seconds they have to clear it, and they could not do that. So the East Coast will bring it back, as the penalty now has been run out. 5-on-5 out in the offensive end and defensive end. As Rooney, little flip up, finds Yueng. Nearly got one last time, but knocked down there. And great pick up there from Fuse. But shot clock ran out as the ball didn't touch the keeper. And WA ringing their substitutes with the shorter bench. McRoberts, the goal scorer. Looks over, finds Stampalia. Good save there from the keeper in Nissen. And ball will come out. Pass, hits the ground, doesn't allow Ling to have a great look at it. And WA turn it back over again. McRoberts presents, and she receives it. Good cut there from Ruben. Ruben through the crease, looks back, finds Stampalia again. Another big save, picked up by Ruben. Ruben, another huge save there from Nissen. And now on the back corner, just tosses it into the centre. Ball to be won, is won. Rooney wins it. Rooney goes through one, but not through two. Still fighting for it. Ball on the deck, Marlowe needs to pick it up, gets a loose ball push. And ball will turn over as Natasha Rooney just drops the stick there. Great work from Ellie Marlowe on that ground ball to win that contest for her teammates. And Portlock will start the offense. Portlock to Emerson. Emerson now on the left-hand side. Looking to drive in, looks inside. Bronkhorst couldn't quite find her, gets a little push. 4 seconds on the clock, needs a shot here, needs to hit the keeper. Better than that, hitting the keeper. That's hitting the back of the net. Little bit of 6-7 going on there from the number 6, Georgia Portlock. And everyone loves a little bit of 6-7. And Natasha Portlock, Georgia Portlock, getting the goal there. And the third goal of the quarter for WA sees them out to a 6-1 lead. And that is Georgia Portlock's first goal of the game. And we have 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go, and that equals a hydration break. So nothing like getting a little bit of fluid on board. As very up and back this game, it's quick. So, and I'm sure WA don't mind getting in a little bit of shade with the shorter bench and just getting some rest in their legs after two really good games over the last 2 days, which has seen them play a little bit of extra lacrosse with the 2 golden goals. So any opportunity to rest the legs and get a bit more hydration in, as it is for the black and whites out there. An opportunity for them to have some hydration. The 2 keepers, though, well, they're just getting a tan out there. Just staying in the cage. They've got more gear on than anyone, and just soaking up the rays they are. As the players finish their hydration break, and you hear the East Coast woof going off. So the ball, after that goal from Portlock, will start back in the centre. We got 3:20 to go in the second. 6-1 ball game here. WA, looks down, finds McRoberts. McRoberts finds number 2. Just snuck out the back from that face-off. And McRoberts gets her second of the quarter. And the 7th of the game for WA. Just snuck out of the shadow of her defender and found herself all alone down in the back corner, 1-on-1 with the keeper. And what a great job there from O'Keefe. She's been big on those centre draws, or face-offs. And now pressure on the ball. Rooney getting immense pressure. Didn't see the one coming from behind. Looks up, throws the ball down. Able to pick the ball up there. Shibanuma pushes the ball over to the other side. Wilmot picks the ball up. Looks over. Fine Holt, Eggerberg. They need a shot here. Just pushes it down to the back corner. Time runs out on the shot clock. WA through O'Keefe. Bring the ball up. Portlock looks up. Finds Ruben. McRoberts running through the centre. Now she gets away from her opponent. McRoberts looks up, looks to step past, does step up. Could have gone to the cage, but found Emerson. Went and set a pick there as well. Emerson looks to fire, just hits the hand of the defender. Ball at the feet. Needs to be picked up. And time will run out there for WA as the East Coast pick the ball up. And Hutchinson has the ball for the East Coast. Good pick there from Emily Harwood. Ewing is a shooter. Looks to get inside. Gets past 3. Can't get past the 4th. Looks up. Ball to be won. 1 minute 40 on the clock. Barton. Down to Ewing. Ewing again on that left. Looks to get top side. Fires. Good save there from Shanks. Shanks looks up. Finds Portlock. Up. Emerson comes on. She can turn. She's got numbers behind her. Looks back up. Finds Bronkhorst. McRoberts looks to get inside. Not there. Portlock. Emerson has isolated. Looks inside. Bronkhorst. Good save again from Nissen. Ball tossed out. Here we go. Is it a birthday present for Barton? Barton runs down. Looks up. Looks for the assist. Kicks it over to Fuse. And we've got a whistle on the play here. Too many on here. So, too many players on there. A good opportunity, but that's why they had a good opportunity, because they had one too many players on. And they will sit for a 2-minute penalty. And a power play here with just under a minute to go in the game for the third quarter. Portlock up the top. Power play opportunity, WA. Stampalia. Bronkhorst. Stampalia. Now movement starts to happen. Emerson up the top. Emerson's a shooter, and shooters got to shoot. And shooters do shoot. And Emerson on the power play gets top centre and puts it low. And Isla Emerson gets her second of the day. And that's the 8th for WA. And penalty will be released with that goal. So 33 seconds left in the game clock for this third term. Or second term, I should say. And Ewing to pick it up. Turns around. Game clock is shot clock. So can work for the last shot here. Rooney has ball, fires ball. Still ball here to be won. They need a last shot. Ewing, she might be that person. Ewing looks to fire, does fire. Good save from Shanks, picked up there by Shimaduma. Fuse just needs to shoot the ball. And lots of noise going on there. Unable to release the ball, Fuse. And that will send us to half time. And we see WA at the half leading 8-1. As both teams head to the halftime break. And, well, it was all WA that quarter. They had 5 goals on the board. And they were all, apart from one, individual goal scorers. But McRoberts led the scoring in that second term. She got 2. As Georgia Portlock also got 1 and Noddle got 1. And then Emerson has 2 and O'Keefe has 2. So that is the 8 goals. And for the East Coast, Wilmot, well, they have 1 goal on the board as the two teams take the halftime break. We're going to have a halftime break here on the Australian Lacrosse Network as well. We'll see you back very shortly for second half action here between WA and the East Coast. Here we go. It is just about the end of the halftime break here between East Coast and WA. And if you're just joining us, it is the WA team 8 to the East Coast 1. We have 2 15-minute quarters to go. And WA will be a lot happier with this scoreline. And looking to just get their first win of the tournament, although they have been very close. They could have been 3-0 after this one already. As Noddle brings the ball down into offense. Doesn't mind getting on the cage, does Carenza. Portlock looks over. Finds one there. Looking for a wheel. Steps inside Emerson. Emerson pops it away just like she did in the first quarter. Getting the first goal of the game. Isla Emerson gets the first of the second half and gets number 3 for Emerson. And the 9th here for the WA team. And ball will go back into the centre. Not able to pick the ground ball up here. Ball comes out onto this outer side here. Shibanuma with the ball on the bottom corner. Passes back up to Wilmot. Wilmot over to Rooney. Rooney to Yuang. Yuang has Fuse working for her. Yuang now rolls around, goes on the left, trying to get her in a spin. Nice inside move there from Fuse. Need to get a shot off. Ball up. Now the shot's got to come. Does come. So reset on the clock. WA will run the ball out. Goes through 1. McRoberts tries to go through 2. Knocks Fuse over. Good pressure there, though, from Rooney. Rooney finds Portlock. And good work there from McRoberts. But ball hits the deck. But Portlock, right place, right time. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Portlock needs to put one and just puts it down to the back corner. As the shot clock runs out and substitutes come on and off for WA. East Coast looks inside, finds Harwood. Harwood steps up and over the halfway line, gets run into the boards. Just pushes it down to the back corner. Nettle. So Noddle, this is where she does her best work, Noddle, from the defensive end. Looks over. Twite there on the back side. Looks up. O'Keefe pressures. McLeod there. O'Keefe picks the ball up. Looks on the bottom. Twite opens up in the middle. Twite couldn't quite grab that ball. And comes back the other way through Rooney. Rooney has a player with her. Looks over, didn't see the backside though. Runs through the defender. Shot on. Fuse picks the ball up. And now back up the top with Yuang. Yuang looks to fake. Harlow there. Great check from Harlow. She has Antilov running with her. Marlowe looks back up. Tries to find Maddie Antilov. Marlowe comes off. Antilov also comes off. Good work there from Maddie Antilov. Looks inside. Picked off though. Riken to Blizzo. Looks over. Couldn't quite find Yuang. Ball on the deck. Right in front of the commentary box here. Good work there from Barton. Picks the ball up. Now runs out of trouble. Good pressure there from Liv Antilov. Looks down. Finds Yuang. Yuang fires. Soaked up there by Bronkhorst. And Liv Antilov from the last line of defence will run the ball down. Has Allen with her. Rubin is the pass. And Liv Antilov, she'll come and have a well-earned sub. Allen looks to set a pick. Coming off that pick as Stampalia comes on. as the ball doesn't find the attacker in the middle there. And now Kaif looks up, finds her teammate. Now to Harwood. Harwood gets pressured straight away by two gold jerseys. Good work there as Harwood has the shot. Ball at the feet. And ball will come back the other way. Subs being had here. O'Keefe. As Marlowe comes off and releases Bronkhorst into the attack. Good inside step there from McRoberts. Already got two. Make that the hat trick. And Lily McRoberts gets number 3 for the day. And number 3 gets the hat trick. And putting her name up towards MVP. Done a power of work both ends. Ball flicked out the back. Good work there from Noddle. Noddle, she doesn't mind getting in. Looks over, gives the ball back. Just can't quite take that ball. And that'll be a East Coast ball as the goal player went in the crease and then tried to pick the ball up. So ball will turn over. Barton looks up. Finds Rooney. Rooney has the ball. Rooney with pace. Looks tink, tink, tink off the bar. And picked up the other way from Bronkhorst. Looks over. Now O'Keefe. McRoberts. Twite. Emerson. And O'Keefe says, nope, I've done my work. Let's get Ruben out there. And Stampalia receives the ball now. Has a defender come up to, just knocks her over. And ball comes into the circle and time runs out. And now release, so Rooney looks up. Pressure comes from the box here of Antilov. Got Harwood with her. Looks inside, not there. Ball comes up to Blizzo. And that's going to be a moving pick. Ball will turn over. As Emily Harwood just causing some havoc there, but deemed to be a moving pick. And ball goes back the other way. Portlock now looks inside. Great pass there. Just not able to pick the ball up on that cut there, but does pick the ground ball up. Now the ball comes out. Ball up and over. Picked up there from Hannah Leng. Leng, she's got monstered by 3 gold jerseys. Ball is on the deck. And we've got it over and back there on the East Coast. As Posey O'Keefe will pick it up right in front of the commentary box. And Sub only has to take a step to get off there. Ruben. So Emerson looking to work through some traffic. Emerson, top middle, fires, and Emerson pops that one home from outside the white line. We'll watch this one on the replay. Emerson just lines up from downtown. And Isla Emerson said she had 4 in her today. Well, that is number 4, but has she finished? So Emerson on the board twice in this quarter. Leads all scorers with 4-11 for WA. And we've got an illegal procedure on goal there. An 11-1 scoreline. As Liv is just wondering what's going on out there. So ball on the left-hand side. Over with Yueng. Shibanuma. Now looks over, finds Rooney. Rooney looking for some space. Loses her stick, and as always, Antilov, even without a stick, steps in front of shots. Ball looks up, Allen, Bronkhorst is on, pushes it forward, finds Ruben. Ruben with pace, one to beat. Decides not to beat that player. And looks back up. McRoberts looks inside. Oh, great shot and great save there from Fraser. Changing the goalkeeping here for the East Coast. But turning the ball over with the pass up the field. Now WA with pace. Looks in. Bronkhorst looks over and Bronkhorst finds the bottom right-hand corner. And Bronkhorst gets her first of the game. As the hydration break comes, as does the 12th goal for WA, and that comes through the stick there of Natasha Bronkhorst. So WA just starting to put a big gap in this scoreline, and they'll be glad that that's nowhere near golden goal, because as Sampalia just heads over towards the officials just to ask a question. And the hydration break here with 7:16 left in the third quarter. And a 4-0 third term at the moment, led by Isla Emerson, who has 2 in the quarter, 4 for the game, leading all scorers, but not to be outdone by Lily McRoberts. She has 1 for the quarter and just behind on 3 goals. And then you find O'Keefe with a couple, Portlock with 1, Noddle with 1, and Bronkhorst with her first of the game for a 12-1 scoreline, and Wilmot still the only goal scorer on the East Coast side. But again, they will be celebrating after this game, Aaliyah Barton's birthday, and she has a birthday cake, so I hope there's enough cake to go around for the teammates, as her parents have sent one over from the UK. And the ball will be back into the centre. Face-off had. Ball to be won. Looks to come out. Does come out to Blizzo with the break, but gets shut down by Noddle. And now picked off. Ball coming back. We said McRoberts mightn't be finished yet. McRoberts steps in. Looks for number 4. Has number 4. Lily McRoberts lighting it up here on day 4 with her 4th goal. And none better than that one. Lily McRoberts with the pick-off. Goes coast to coast. And Lily McRoberts gets the 13th on the board and equals Isla Emerson with 4 as leading scorers here in the game. Ball. Great pick up there from Rooney. Only one that wanted the ball. Now runs into the goal. And again, another huge ground ball there. And might be a slash coming. Not seen. Ball looks over. Shot had. Great work there from Natasha Rooney. And now Ruben looks up. Finds the ball, but finds plenty of pink and white jerseys in front of her. As Emerson comes on, Bronkhorst on. And now Bronkhorst looks down, finds Emerson. Emerson fires across the face of the cage. Ruben doesn't hit the cage, and time will run out on that shot clock. And East Coast look to start it quickly, but could be picked off again here. No, ball missed. Wilmot looks to get up to the top. Oh, McRoberts, everywhere she looks, might have an assist here. Portlock looks to score and does score. And McRoberts is everywhere at the moment. If she's not scoring them, she's setting them up. And a little bit more down there. Might have been another 6-7 celebration from the number 6. As Portlock gets her second. And just ekes it out now to 14-1. Oh, great pickup from O'Keefe. O'Keefe looks over, finds McRoberts. McRoberts with another. That is a handful for McRoberts, and she's proving a handful out there at the moment for East Coast. Number 5 for McRoberts. And everything she touches turns to the colour of her jersey, but a great look from O'Keefe with the assist. And McRoberts now with 5 for the game and 15 on the board for WA. Twite picks the ball up, tries to run through. There's not much of a gap there. Pile on at centre field. Ball flicked down. Finds... Oh, great pick up there from Twite. Looks inside, not there. Ball knocked down. Shibanuma pushes the ball up. Ball comes out. Shanks passes the ball over. Kicks the ball to Emerson. McRoberts, oh, look at her again, running through there. Now she's setting a pick for her teammates. Good pick on Emerson, now needs to roll off. That's come off a defender. So 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Looks to step in. Fires. Missed the cage. Time will run out on that shot clock. And the East Coast will pick the ball up and move it on. Rooney gets a quick outlet. Wilmot in front of her, but O'Keefe trying to cause trouble. Wilmot sets a pick. Looks up, finds Tablizzo. Tablizzo, the ball just bounces really nicely for her. And Barton now looks to get up. Top side. Great work there from Noddle. Over there to Wilmot. Wilmot looks to fire. That's come off the keeper, did it? Reset. But ball to be won. Marlowe first on the ball. Just knocking over the defender there, and Wilmot. Ball's down. And great extraction there from Marlowe. And the WA bench not happy with that, as the defender playing a good role was sitting on the ball for 10 seconds. And we're going to have a penalty here. So unnecessary for a 2-minute penalty there on Noddle. And a power play here for the East Coast. Fuse with the ball, working here with KF. KF, Fuse, now the cutters come. Fuse looks up and over, good save there from the keeper. As we see Liv Anselov using her stick that time. Ball with Bronkhorst. Trying to use the official. McRoberts get the ball in her stick. Hot at the moment. Looks inside, nice inside turn. McRoberts again with the ball. Little flip up. Now rolls back inside. And just pops it down to the back corner as that shot clock's going to run out. 1 minute and 2 seconds left in the third term. And the East Coast with an opportunity just before three-quarter time. KF. 19 seconds in the shot clock. Power play situation. Fuse looking to run it again. Looks over there. Yueng. Yueng fires the shot. Ball one. Comes out of Barton. Barton fires the ball but goes into the crease. And ball will come back the other way. And WA with 22 seconds left in the game. So O'Keefe. So the game clock will beat the shot clock. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Ball comes up. Now McRoberts looks up and over. finds O'Keefe. Couldn't quite find O'Keefe. And she will just hold the ball as we head to three-quarter time here. It is a big lead here for WA. 15 goals to 1 over the East Coast. And they will look to get some water on here as we have 15 minutes left in this contest in the fourth quarter. As it was all WA in that quarter. And that was Emerson from the top with her fourth. And then Bronkhorst came down and said, you don't want to come to me, I'm going to keep stepping in. And Bronkhorst with a goal there on that replay. And then it was McRoberts. She had a quarter and a half there. And that was number 4 for Lily McRoberts. Georgia Portlock, not to be outdone, goes one-on-one here and fires and gets it away. And then it was Lily McRoberts again on the backside. Great pass, and she gets her 5th of the game. We had 3 in the quarter for Lily McRoberts. It is a 15-1 ball game, and we're going to have a quick break here on the Australian Lacrosse Network. We'll be back very shortly for fourth quarter action. As the three-quarter time break comes to an end, we have 15 minutes left in this contest, and 15 is the score WA have at the moment over the East Coast, I should say, no West Coast. They are playing the West Coast at the moment in Western Australia, but the East Coast, 15-1, as Ruben has the ball. Looks down to Bronkhorst. Bronkhorst has 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Portlock looks over, finds McRoberts. McRoberts looks to fire, nails the player in the head, has another shot. Time runs out, and out they come. East Coast on the march, looks the bench, not there as Fuse comes off. But Yuang. So at the moment, it's Ryken fires the ball and picked the ball up. Good save again there from Shanks. And now an opportunity. Runs through the pressure. Noddle, she loves getting to the cage. And just losing the ball there is Antilov. Allen runs through. Goes to pick the ball up. Can't do that. Ball picked up now by Allen. Good look in the side. Good pick up there from O'Keefe. O'Keefe steps down the middle. Looks to fire. Good save there from Fraser. And now, if they can pick the ball up, they get a reset. As Dwight comes on and just causes carnage everywhere she goes. Doesn't mind putting the body on McRoberts, though. She's been the leading scorer and just been in everything, has McRoberts. Looks over. McRoberts might get it back here again. No, comes to Wilmot. Wilmot looks over. Finds Hutchinson. Now from the box. Barton just couldn't quite get that pass down. But Barton looks up. Finds Harwood. And just gets a massive check on that right arm. And right on the hand. And check coming from behind. Didn't see that one coming, Harwood. Ball to be won. And that is going to run out the time on the shot clock. Big check on the right hand there for Harwood. And WA back into offense as O'Keefe subs. McRoberts. And you can hear WA asking for structure. Ball turns over though. Leng. She has numbers here. Leng just tucks the ball. Leng fires the ball. And that's up and over. And out it goes. Didn't touch anyone. WA will take that ball. And now subs come on. Bronkhorst can't quite get it. Again, nearly another turnover. But fortuitously ends up in the stick of Emerson as Portlock comes and get a sub. Emerson just assessing there. Rubin, 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Need to put a shot on here. Stampalia looks inside. Bronkhorst picks it up and time runs out there. And ball with the East Coast. Brings it up through Rooney. Now with Yuang. Yuang asks her players to come to her. Looks inside and there we go. The second goal for the East Coast goes to Sophie Cahiff. Good cut inside. Great feed there from Yuang. And Sophie Cahiff gets her first of the game, the second for the East Coast, and the first of the fourth quarter. And that got the East Coast bench up and about. 15-2 scoreline, 10 minutes to go in the fourth here. Bronkhorst picks the ball up. Now, runs it into offense, has Emerson. Emerson picks it off her shoelaces. Bronkhorst, back down on the bottom corner. Looks up, Portlock, doesn't mind letting the ball go. Looks inside, nearly finds her attacker. as Mick Roberts just throws the ball away. And now the time runs out. KF, the last goal scorer, looks up. And everyone's watching the bench. No one watching the players coming down. Barton to Harwood. Harwood recovering from that check on that right hand. Harwood fires the ball. That's not a bad shot. Just missing that right-hand pipe. Now, KF again fires. Good save there from Shanks. WA will get the ball down. Twite has the ball. Looks over. Oh, finds Emerson on the bottom corner. Good save again there from Ariel Fraser. And the East Coast have numbers as Hutchison breaks with Fuse. And Fuse just waits for her offensive players to come on. Finds Rooney. Rooney down the bottom on Yuang. Yuang looks to get top side of her player. Now some in front of the keeper there. Got screened. Ball again. Oh, pops it away. Huey Yuang gets a goal for the East Coast back to back, and they are currently leading this fourth quarter 2-0. And Yuang gets the East Coast bench very excited. Third goal on the board. A 15-3 scoreline. Kicks the ball forward, finds Ruben. Ruben, and a little bit of energy just injected into the East Coast after those back-to-back goals. Bronkhorst looks over to McRoberts. McRoberts, Emerson. Emerson always looking at scoring opportunities. Emerson fires that one past the left-hand pipe. Portlock done a power of work over the last couple of days and here on this game. Looks inside, McRoberts. Oh, nearly snuck the back door there. And now the ball to be fought for on the ground. We have a whistle. And we have a hydration break here. As we'll see who had possession of that ball down there. It might be a yellow ball. There was definite down in that back corner where sometimes it's just a little difficult to see, especially with the bench next to us. So we're just asking about the shot clock here. But the officials are just going to have a talk about but they're asking that should be a shot clock reset. It looks like that East Coast might be the ones who have the ball there. And the hydration break, well regarded here by both teams. As we head with the 6 minutes to go. And we've got a running clock here. So, yeah. For the hydration break. So I'm not sure what the ruling is there with the running clock. But maybe with the hydration breaks and the timing of this game, they will, I'm sure that both teams will be looking forward to finishing this game and hitting those ice baths or showers, whichever way to cool down after a couple of tough games leading into this contest. And the shot clocks have been reset here. So two teams just starting to head out onto the field for this last little bit. Oh, okay, so we got 7.5. They just reset the clock that I had sitting next to me. So 7:30 on the game clock. I was wondering why that was running down next to me, given the fact it was a timeout. But it will be a WA ball down here with a 30-second reset. So WA push wide. And now Bronkhorst comes in, looks to set a pick. Does. Now she takes some players, looks on the bottom side. Bronkhorst has a good save there and push, but the keeper has the ball. As Portlock looks to go and put pressure on Rooney. Rooney, great ground baller, gets through a hard contest. Shibanuma looks over, finds Rooney again. Shibanuma fires, good save there from Shanks. Little push. O'Keefe picks the ball up, runs through one, just a little swim move. And O'Keefe keeps taking it down. O'Keefe now Emerson, good save again there from Ariel Fraser. Oh, pops it up though, this could be dangerous. So looks to try and pick it off. Barton, quick release there. Finds her teammate in McLeod. McLeod looks to give it back to Barton as Rubin puts pressure on both of those players. Steps inside, Barton fires, just hitting the defender in front of her. And now looks for the easy one in front there. Does Megan Shanks. Now Allen with the ball. Stephanie Allen couldn't clear that defensive or get over the halfway line in the 10 seconds. So ball turns back over. Fuse comes under immediate pressure from Antilov. Antilov still not letting up there. Looks inside. Oh, there we go. Ewing again steps in. Had to be a good save there from Shanks. And now here's an opportunity. Twite picks the ball up. Looks to tuck it in. Twite rolls back, fires across the face of the cage. Gets her own back up. Steps back in again. And great work there from Twite. Bronkhorst. Emerson. Limited time in the shot clock. Emerson does step in, looks to put it in. Another big save there from Ariel Fraser. And then looks to find her teammate. Doesn't find her teammate. There'll be a reset on this. Subs coming on. McRoberts has one sub. Emerson, Bronkhorst. And Stampalia looks to present in the crease. Portlock. Taking some time here, 10 seconds. Looks to find a teammate. Now does find a teammate. No, misses a teammate. McRoberts, she picks it up. Can't quite. And time will run out. Ball is just dropped at the feet. Wilmot picks it up for the East Coast. KF now looking up, trying to find. Does find to Blizzo. And good save again there from Shanks. As defenders stream off for WA. And Posey O'Keefe done a power of work today, O'Keefe. Been so good on those face-offs. And up and down defense, Bronkhorst looks in, can't beat the keeper there of Fraser. And now back the other way. Rooney been very good for the East Coast. As numbers coming on and off. And 3 minutes 30 left in the game. Harwood. McLeod looks over. Finds Ewing. Ewing with some space. Ewing gets her second of the game. Buey Ewing gets another one. And we have a timeout here. Charge to the WA team. But Ewing with back-to-back goals. And they have 4 on the board. More importantly, though, they are winning this last quarter 3-0. So the East Coast having a quarter, and this is sometimes just taking things out of games and winning this last quarter 3-0 at the moment with 3 minutes left on the board. And doing a great job in the cage there. Both keepers at the moment. Fraser stopping everything down that end. And down the other end, Shanks has been fantastic in the cage. But a 15-4 scoreline as the two teams take the time out here. And Yuang with back-to-back goals in this last quarter certainly will be taking something out of this game. And can they win the last quarter? Even though sometimes you don't win a game, you take the small wins. And the small wins are that, you know what, you've got 3-0 over your opponents who's currently leading 15-4. And you've got a 3-0 lead in the fourth. So that is a win in itself. As WA will break first, but the East Coast, they're up and about. And now Rooney. Ball comes out. Great pick up there. Noddle gets a couple of really big sticks. Ball flicked up. Noddle again trying to fight for it. Rooney, she's been outstanding all day. Good pressure there. Didn't go to ground as ball comes out now. So here we go. They have numbers here, the East Coast. And Box coming on. As to Blizzo. Waits for Wilmot. Wilmot. To Blizzo. Looks up to Blizzo. Fires the ball up and over. A great pick up there from Barton. And Barton gets a little late birthday present here. Aaliyah Barton getting the scraps off the board, off the back from the shot there of Tablizzo. And Aaliyah Barton, well, that cake's going to taste a little bit sweeter tonight. Gets the fifth for the East Coast. And more importantly, 4 unanswered goals to the East Coast in this fourth quarter. Make it a 15-5 ball game. 1:47 to go. Can they keep the WA team to a scoreless quarter? Well, we've got 1:38 to decide that. Rooney still running on top of the ground. Kicks it to Yueng. She's got 2 for the quarter already. As Harwood comes on. Oh, good hit in the middle there from Noddle. Says, I'm sorry, Natasha Rooney. Don't stand in there. Looks over. Allen, can she get one on the board here for WA? No, the answer is ball at the feet there. Good save from Fraser. And 1 minute to go in the contest. East Coast have the ball. Subs on. Looks over. Good knockdown. Here we go. Tablizzo races to the defense, as does Fuse. O'Keefe decides not to pursue that. Fuse trying to put some pressure on. Rolls outside. O'Keefe looks to get rid of it. Does now. Finds Portlock. 32 seconds left in the contest. 10 on the shot clock. Emerson looks back. Finds McRoberts. Needs to get a shot off. Can't get a shot off. 3 seconds left on that shot clock. 1. Good defense there. So 15 seconds left in the game. Ball. Have the East Coast got another one in them? 10 seconds. Ball with Barton. Good pick there from as ball turns over. looks up, finds it up and over. And that is full time here. WA against the East Coast. 15-5 scoreline. But the East Coast with a 4-0 last quarter, winning the quarter. And a great way to finish this contest. And they will talk about that, the way they ran out the game. So might go through some goal scorers here while the two teams get around their respective keepers. Keepers were great in this contest. Both of them, Nissen in the first half and then Fraser in the second. And to keep WA to a scoreless quarter, that's no mean effort. But down the other end, Shanks was exceptional in the cage for WA. And goal scorers, we'll go to the East Coast first. Well, Barton got one on her birthday. KF got one. Wilmot started the scoring, but Pui Yuang leads the scoring for the East Coast with 2. And on the WA side, well, Noddle got 1. Portlock got 2. We had Emerson with 4. We had McRoberts with 5 and O'Keefe with 2. So McRoberts, outstanding game with the goals on board. And MVPs in that one, well, that's going to be hard. They had plenty of people stand up. Loved Olivia Rubin's game today. She did a lot of work between the lines, as did Carenza Noddle. So they could be putting their hand up, but McRoberts, I don't think you can go past someone who did play defence and through that midfield all day, ends up with 5. So I'm going to go McRoberts for WA. And on the East Coast side, well, they had plenty of players. Fuse was very good. Yuang was outstanding. Barton was good. Fraser in the cage, as well as the keeper Nissen had plenty. Wilmot, she was good all day too. Samuel, KF. But I'm going to give it to Yuang for the East Coast. We'll see what the coaches decide in this one as we're about to head out. And as the girls come to the centre line here. And we will hear from the respective coaches now.
It wasn't on earlier. Thank you. WA, thank you. Great hit out. You guys are always an incredible squad whenever we watched you or, play against you. Thank you. Thanks for also not killing us on there. We told them that when we were going to play WA that they would be the hardest hitting team. And I think our team might agree with that still. So thank you again. To my team. Anyways, we'll talk in the thing, but incredible, absolutely incredible. WA, your MVP is Lily.
So Lily McRoberts getting the MVP there. 5 big goals, but the work rate over the ground. As Shendell Oliver will present the next one.
Firstly, BR, congratulations to you, Jack, Tim, and the whole squad. You guys just kept us scoreless in the last quarter, and that's a huge, huge effort. So well done to you girls. To see this growth in the Queensland, New South Wales ACT is so great for Lacrosse Australia, and we hope you can come back next year, whether you do it as a combined crew or whether you do it as individual states. It's just great to have you in the competition, so don't stop and keep striving and thriving and playing and loving lacrosse. WA, we're getting towards the business end of the week. Let's just focus on the goal, keep finding that level. You guys are amazing. And the MVP for the East Coast is defender Jen Kelly.
So Kelly there getting the nod. Had a great game down in defence, did Jen Kelly, as the two MVPs line up for the photos. And yeah, you're right, Shendel's words there. A huge effort to keep WA scoreless in the fourth quarter. And not only that, to put 4 on as well. Shows the growth in this game as the girls will get around each other now. A 15-5 ball game. We have 2 more games coming up. We have Victoria and Queensland coming up next. So stay tuned to the Australian Lacrosse Network. We'll be back very shortly. My name's Tony Watts, and until the sticks are swinging, we'll see you soon.